Okay, now we start our class. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will also start my recording. Okay, for those who have problem in terms of attendance, you can use your, you can write or maybe participate in the class to show that you attend the class. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, to this morning we will have a discussion on the research writing and also about the scientific writing. Yeah. Okay. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. Okay. I'm not sure any of you are from the same background. I mean, like, are you all from the computer engineering or networking, or even some of you, like for myself, I'm from biomedical engineering, biomedical electronic engineering. Okay, I'm attached to the program. But I hope that, okay, the lecture, what I call, although the lecture actually skewed to computer and networking engineering, okay, because I took the lecture from Dr. Hasliza, okay, Associate Professor Dr. Hasliza, but I hope that it will be beneficial for all of you and also for me. Okay, I would like to introduce myself, okay. I am Nashrul, okay, Associate Professor, TS Dr. Nashrul Fazli bin Muhammad Nasir. Okay, actually I don't like to use all the all those associate professor and technologies, but according to the act, okay, of the Technologies Act, you have to use the that TS, okay. If not, it is wrong. As long as I am the member and also I paid the fees, okay, I have to use that TS, okay. But personally, I prefer you to call me either Dr. Nashrul or Dr. Nash. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. Okay, I have been teaching in UNIMAP for 16 years already, since 2005. Okay, before that, I was a tutor in University Putra Malaysia. Okay, please let me know if the line is not okay for me. Okay. If it is abrupted and so on, okay, please let me know. Okay. Yeah, I've been with UPM for 1 year in 2004, and before that, okay, I was graduated from University of Kiel, okay, for my masters in Kiel University, United Kingdom, in biomedical engineering. I was in Kiel from 2002 to 2003. Okay, and before that, okay, my degree is also in biomedical engineering. Okay, from University of Malaya. Okay, so that's my educational background. Okay, and my PhD, I did my PhD in RMIT. Okay, Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology. Okay, in Australia, Melbourne. I'm more towards microfabrication. Okay, but at the same time, I did biocompatibility testing of silicon carbide. So yeah, okay, there's more people to come. Okay, I know it is quite ideal to have what we call interactive interactive class. Okay, but I hope you can bear with me. Okay, and I hope that we can have some discussion. We can have some what we call maybe if you have any questions. Okay, because for my intro, okay, I would like to emphasize on the differences of FYP, Masters and PhD. I'm not sure how many of you are master students or PhD students, okay, but I always bring this topic to my FYP students and also to my postgraduate students. Okay, for those who are fresh from degree, okay, you can see that you are. I'm sorry to have a long introduction because I think this is actually okay. Okay, Maruf, thank you very much. Okay, this will be recorded in our recorded session. Okay. Some of the topic that I will bring out today, okay, not in the lecture, okay, not in the slide, okay, but it's something that I think something I should share with you. I'm not sure Dr. Faiza, Dr. Hasniza, or Dr. Rashidi had mentioned about this, but this is a sharing, okay, just a sharing, okay. It's about what color? Differences, okay. FYP, you are abide to time, okay. You abide to time, and then actually you are not bound to produce any novelty. Okay, don't worry, this may not in your what I call in your assignments, okay. But I think it's good, okay, this kind of exposure, okay. I just want to clear things up for you guys, okay, because this is the only opportunity I can be with you. The reason why I accept, okay, maybe I should post again my what I call attendance, okay. Please bear with me, okay. Try to copy link address. Okay, again. So for those the latecomers, okay, you can click on the link, okay, and then fill up your attendance, okay. Okay, so the FYP, okay, for FYP, you're bound to time, and you're not supposed to produce any novelty. But most of the time, especially that in UMAP, usually there will be some novelty. Okay, but you cannot, okay, what we call, you cannot force, you cannot force, and you cannot penalize the students if they can't produce any novelty. Okay, then they have, and throughout the FYP, okay, final year project, they should learn, okay, how to do research, how to write, okay, a technical report, including the thesis, of course, okay. They have to do analysis, okay, they have to do analysis. Okay, perhaps I have to shut down my camera, okay, because it seems a bit slow here, okay. I'm sorry, apology for this, okay. Okay, and they have to present, okay, their research verbally, through Viva and maybe through their what we call like a defense. They also have some like UNIMED we have defense. Like UNIMED we have defense. Okay. So the differences between FYP and also masters. Okay, that's the difference. Masters and PhD. What are the difference? Okay, it depends on the school of thoughts. It depends on the school of thoughts. Okay, some might, okay, some supervisors may ask for novelty, okay. For me, okay, one novelty is enough. And you guys usually, for the master students, for me, okay, but still depends on your supervisor, okay. It's more like mapping. I call it mapping. For instance, like you explore, okay, a new uncharted region. Uncharted region, nobody have done that research before, okay, and you tell what you have found during your research. Okay, like myself, I'm from a biomaterials background, okay. What happens is that you do characterization to certain materials. You just let people know through to your papers, okay, to your papers, okay, and then and your thesis, okay. So that's for masters, but for PhD, okay, it's similar in some way, okay, it is similar in some way, but okay, it is similar in some way, but usually you have to solve something, and you need to have novelty. Okay, for masters, okay, sometimes you just need, okay, I mean another one, okay. You need perhaps, okay, one novelty will be enough, okay, and sometimes they also need 3 novelties, but usually for PhD, at least 3 novelties is needed. Okay, at least 3 novelties will be needed. That's for PhD, and you need to solve the problem. For masters and also for PhD, you are not bound to timetable. What I mean by timetable, I mean, like for instance, okay, FYP, if they said that 24th of December, you have to submit the report. You have to submit the report. Whether you have finished or not, your characterization, your work, your research work or anything, you have to submit it. But for masters and PhD, it is bound to your research. Means that if it takes like 1 year, it's 1 year. It's 2 years, it's 2 years. It's 3 years, it's 3 years. Okay, so that's are the differences. Okay, and because of that, okay, actually you are a chosen people. Okay, you are chosen people because when you do your research, okay, only you, your supervisor and yourself, okay, knows your timetable. You have to create your own timetable. It's up to you if you want to come to lab at 8 o'clock, you want to come to the lab at 10 o'clock, or you want to come to the lab at 3 o'clock. You are just like a businessman, a big businessman, you know, that the timetable is up to you. Okay, because you create the timetable, you create the schedule for yourself. And you have to be independent. You have to be independent. I'm not sure how many of you just started and how many of you have already like 1 or 2 years already started. But yeah, for those who have already like 1 year and 2 years, you can see whatever I told you just now is the truth. Okay, so you have to be independent. You have to be very, what I call, industrious. Okay, need to be hardworking. You need to be disciplined. Okay, because nobody is going to tell you what to do except maybe perhaps your supervisor, but your supervisor also maybe just around 10% of it. Okay, the 90% comes from you. And I hope that each of you can be disciplined. Okay, and then inshallah you can graduate on time. Okay. Anything you? I know this is not yet the class. Okay, but I hope that this somehow, some way you can motivate yourself. Okay, you can do your work. Okay, you can plan your work. Okay, because nobody is going to plan for you. Okay, now we go to our lecture. Okay. Let's see now. Okay, presentation. Entire screen. Okay, I have problem using tab. Okay. Can you see my? Okay, it's coming. Okay. Okay. If you cannot see, please tell me, ya. Boleh nampak tak?
Boleh, Doctor.
Okay.
Boleh.
Yes, sir. We can. I can see it, sir. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, please let me know, because I know I've subscribed to 5 gigahertz, 5 gig, but sometimes, okay, and also the 300 megabyte from the Unify, but it isn't sometimes. Okay, I still have problem in terms of line. Okay, now we talk about the scientific writing technique. Okay, okay, to tell you the truth, okay, I'm not sure what is your motivation. What is your motivation to do your master's or PhD? Okay. Somebody, can you tell why do you want to do your master's and PhD? Before I start. Boleh siapa-siapa? Oh, okay. I need to go back to that page because I cannot see. Okay, Shahab.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, sir. At first, Assalamu alaikum. Okay.
Yes.
So in my case, I'm actually doing my master's under FRGS scholarship.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So I started my master's in June of this year, and so before joining for my master's, I was in the industry for a short period of time.
Okay,
So
okay.
there I realized that industry is not basically for me. So I
Yeah.
was and during my degree I was working as a teaching assistant as well. So
Okay.
okay, so then when I was in the industry, then I realized, okay, I'm not really comfortable in the industry, or maybe like I was scared to continue industry for the rest of my life. So I thought, no, I think it is better. I think I should go for teaching where I feel more comfortable. And I know to go for teaching, I need to meet certain requirements. Like, for example, I need to have the minimum degree, right? Like PhD to become professor in
Yeah.
future. So that's
Inshallah.
what
Inshallah.
drove, yeah. So that's what
Let's
drove me
continue.
into this academic and into this research.
Yes. Yes. Okay, all the answers given are true. Okay, some due to promotion. I have to tell you the truth. Okay, we are. I'm also like that. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong. Okay, yeah. First, okay, you want to be an academics. Okay, and then you want to go. Okay, for like myself, maybe inshallah in the near future, I want to be a professor. Okay, some of you want to be a senior lecturer. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's all okay. Okay, but because okay, we are research. Okay, we do research. One thing that uh, because of okay, one of the things which actually we need to contribute to the society. We need to. I know this is rhetoric. Okay, some people say it's like why I want to become a doctor, why I want to become lawyer. I want to become lawyer because I want to help people. I know it sounds that it sounds like that. Okay, but if you go deep down, okay, uh, research. Okay, we can see from the time. Okay, if we read the history. Okay, why like the Eastern culture. Okay, Eastern means that okay from maybe okay some people regards that the like a last time the Ottoman Empire was more like Eastern Empire. Okay, but okay from the history. Okay, I'm sorry to put in this context, but I think because if you go to research methodology, okay, research methodology is bound to philosophy and also history. I'm sorry to go to. Okay, you can. Some of you can sleep now. Some of you can sleep now. Okay, but okay, why the Western civilization can thrive? Okay, because if they keep on doing research, they are not complacent. Okay, they are not complacent. Okay, then and you can see from the 17th century and forward. Okay, they have improved in terms of what we call navigation, traveling, military, and so on. Okay, and also in terms of consumer products and so on. Okay, why? Because they do research. Okay, and then they do go not only for applied research. Okay, I think most of us are applied from the applied background. Even myself from applied background, but they go also into fundamental things. Okay, like okay, who would like to investigate about if this atom collide with this atom become what else? I think nobody here. Okay, we may have a dream, but okay, they have done it. Okay, they have done it. Okay, and they have been doing this fundamental research. Okay, and also applied research. Okay, for many centuries. Okay, for many centuries, and while at that time, okay, our civilization that in China, in India, yeah, in even like in okay, in the Southeast Asia and so on, okay, even in the Arab countries, okay, we are we are lagging behind because of this. We are complacent. Okay, I know there's some research. Okay, there are some research, but it is not done properly. Okay, it's not done properly, and then and they have already written it in. Okay, they make it even like our degree. Okay, our degree system is based on them. Although yeah, there may be a discussion about okay who made what we call who established the first university and so on. But whatever system that we have now, okay, is based on the Western civilization methodology. Okay, it's not because this not uh, our style is wrong, okay, but they have improved it. Okay, so that's why, okay, we do research. Okay, that's why we have to do research. We have to do research because we want to make ourselves improve. If we see that what we have today, okay, because last time I think when I was in secondary school, okay, sorry to take some time, I will chat in 2 minutes, okay, then we go to the real thing, okay. Okay, to the real thing, because I just want you to have the gist, okay, because for me research methodology is not just about go to class, okay, but you have to search your soul, okay, you have to search your soul, you have to, okay, you have to, okay, you have to like know what you are doing, okay, you have to know what you're doing. So like for instance, like when I was secondary school, I think that a TV, okay, last time we have CRT TV, okay, that would be good enough. We have what we call a landline telephone, that was good enough. But now, okay, I think a telephone with camera is just like in a James Bond movie. Now everybody is James Bond. Everybody is a spy. Everybody is a Charlie's Angel now. So you can see, people are doing research. Okay, people are doing research. People are improving the technique and so on. So these are our contribution to the nation. This is our contribution to the people, and this is our contribution to the humanity. Okay, sorry to take your time. Okay, I have to admit, okay, I have to admit that this slides is actually prepared by Associate Professor Dr. Haziza. Okay, I'm just a postman here. Okay, but I will try to give my give you inputs. Okay, and I hope that you are happy. Okay, following my lecture. Okay. Okay. So just now I've gone into setting your goals. Okay, like I told you, for your career, okay, it's nothing wrong. I also do that. Okay, I also my aim to write my thesis, write my papers. Okay, it's actually for my what we call career goal. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but at the same time, I think maybe we should also think in the larger mindset. Okay, okay. So you have to set your writing goals. Okay. Again, a bit of a history. Okay. So I'm sorry, okay, to what we call to refer to the more like Islamic history or maybe the Western history. Okay, I know like from the Indian history for thousands of years, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years. Chinese, okay, for 3,000, 4,000 years. Okay, you also have your tradition. Okay, but last time, okay, we try to, okay, sometimes there are things that you can have example, like for instance, for the Muslim scholars last time, okay, when they study religion, okay, they have become as scholars, they will write, okay, they will criticize, okay, they will come out, okay, with what I call critics on what we call whatever they learned before. For instance, okay, some like I'm sorry to put this as an example, okay, in terms of hadith, okay, collection of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam sayings and so on, okay, they start to criticize, okay, whether this narration is correct, this narration not correct, and so on. So they have a critical thinking. Okay, they have critical thinking. I think even like in your other traditions, okay, like for instance, maybe like Ayurveda in Indian tradition, maybe, yeah, there's a writing, there's a collection and so on of your of the medicine, okay, from the Indian civilization, and then from from Chinese, okay, you have the history. They are so rich with history, okay. Maybe some of the scholars will dispute themselves, okay, about what this history, this point of view, and from this history, from this scholar point of view. So first of all, you need to, okay, have a large information. You need to have informations, okay, like the previous people, okay, like the scholars of the past, okay, they have multiple sources. Okay. So in our case, what is our sources? Our resources comes from papers. There's a lot of papers, okay. They can be conference proceedings, they can be journals, okay, there can be books, okay, but we need to read papers, okay. And first of all, okay, before that, you have to set your writing goals, okay, what you're going to write, what is the topic, and so on. Okay, so these are the cycles. And then, like I told you just now, okay, like the scholars of the past, you need to, okay, after you read papers, then you start to criticize, okay, you need to critique, okay, your resources. Critique doesn't mean that everything is wrong with the with the previous papers, huh? Okay, but we analyze it, okay, we analyze it, okay, we try to suit of whatever you want to do your research, okay. Like for instance, if you are going to improve certain algorithm and so on, so what are the method that is more suitable for it, okay. Is this method is better, is this method is not that good, okay, how you can improve, and so on. So you need to review, okay, you need to review your thoughts, okay. And this process, this is another process, okay. You need to write it down, okay. In your, once you want to because why you need to write your papers, why is it?
As
Maybe yeah, please.
as a part of documentation, and also to present our results to the world in a scientific manner.
Yes, true. You have any more than that? Okay, I hope we can be more interactive. Okay, this, yeah. Okay.
It could be the contribution to the knowledge that I have proven.
Yes. Okay. Because you can see that last time, okay, how like for instance Darwin, okay, when he went to Madagascar, he went to Galapagos Island, okay, he wrote down whatever he found. Okay, whatever he found. I know, okay, some of us may not agree with him in certain issues, okay, but the way, okay, he wrote down his finding, okay, he wrote down his finding, okay, he wrote down his observation, okay, he expressed, okay, he expressed whatever he found, okay. And then, okay, because if you just, okay, because I know every each of us, okay, have like for instance, okay, I give a very near what I call a example that is near to us, okay. For instance, like you went to the restaurant, okay, you went to a restaurant, okay, and then you have your maybe like your nasi campur. I'm not sure all of you are in Malaysia, or some of you maybe, okay, maybe in your home country, okay. But let's say, okay, you are in Malaysia, okay, you have your nasi campur, you have rice, okay, with all those condiments, okay, with all those dishes, okay. But okay, I'm sorry, I'm not sure whether this is because to admit or somebody raised their hand. Okay, I have to admit. Okay. So you just eat it, and then you just eat your rice, and then you say it's delicious, then you go back. So, like, okay, but if let's say you write something in your Facebook, okay, maybe in your Instagram, okay, maybe somewhere say, okay, this restaurant is good. They have a good nasi campur. They have a good rice. They have good dishes. Okay, they have good. More people will come because of you share your idea. Okay, this is something. Okay, this is something that very near to you. This is also happened to science. Okay, you need to write it because what your friend has just said just now. Okay, you need to express it because people can. Okay, oh, if you do this, you can get this. Okay, you express yourself. Okay, and people may review whether this is true or not. Okay, I know in terms of review, sometimes it's a hard thing to swallow. Okay, sometimes we receive a harsh review. Okay, but if you look it positively, okay, you can improve your writing. Then, okay, after you write, okay, you review. Okay, this is after you get maybe criticism. Okay, not criticism, maybe some what I call response. Okay, criticism is a bit strong word to be used. Okay, maybe a respond to your writing. Sometimes they responded to your methodology. Sometimes maybe they responded to your what I call maybe the way you use maybe you analyze your facts, okay, your results, okay, and maybe perhaps maybe you can get a better conclusion than that. So this have been happens, okay, this have been happens like few hundred, not even few hundred, maybe 1,000 years ago. But since we are in a structured education, okay, especially for our masters and PhD. So this is the way that it had been running, okay, and it has been what we call practice, okay, in terms of accepting conference papers and also your journal articles. Okay, anybody want to comment? What do you think now? Maybe Shahab, maybe Maruf.
Sir, I agree with you, sir. Yes, I agree with you.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, because you know that sometimes, okay, we need to go back to the past, okay, to see, okay, sometimes, okay, I know, okay, before we go to the next slide, okay, about the national, okay, about until the citation and so on, okay. Oh, okay, I heard something else, okay. Okay, Hafiq, please. Okay, I hope that anybody want to speak. Okay, just speak because you know I will be confused about anybody because anybody want to enter admit or not. Okay. Oh, okay. Hafiq mentioned something.
Okay, yeah. So regarding the slide before, okay. So
Yeah.
it means like after we read the papers and then we review our thoughts, is it fine that that we against the paper? It means something that okay, when we read it and then okay, I don't agree with this. It means I think that it will be something wrong or something need to be done, and then it means like I mean like is it okay to against the paper that we read? It means that will be a part of. Is it okay to be a part of our review thoughts?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is one of the way. Okay, I'm not saying that is the only way, but that's one of the way. Okay, that's why I like this to use this as an analogy. Okay, like if you remember, okay, how do we have our atom model? Okay, we have the first one, Dalton. Okay,
Yes.
Dalton, when he mentioned and he described his atom, okay, it's just like a ball. Then you have Thomson. Okay, he described that okay, atom is just like a watermelon. Okay, the electron is just like the seed. Okay, so okay, I just give these two examples. If we go to like what I call Schrodinger and and so on, okay, maybe we take maybe like we won't even finish this until tonight. Okay, so okay, so you need to criticize. Okay, you need to criticize the previous paper. You need to respond to them. Okay, they might be wrong and they might be right. Okay, they might be wrong because of okay, when you what we call you repeat your work. Okay, when you do your work and you repeat your work, your results against okay whatever the particular paper or the particular scholar or particular professors had produced before. Okay, so it's okay. And then maybe you have okay, you have like another paper against their view, and your view is okay in accordance to another paper against paper A. So it will be okay. It doesn't have to be like, but it will be a bit not dangerous. Okay, you need to establish your methodology. Okay, if let's say that's the only paper that in the in the field. Okay, you are just referring to one paper. Then that will be okay. That is a bit hard. Okay, but okay, by referring to your question just now, okay, you can do that actually. There's no problem. Okay. Okay, Afiq, are you satisfied with my
Yes.
answer?
Yeah, thank you
Alhamdulillah.
so much.
Okay. So, points to ponder in publication. Okay. First of all, we need to go back, okay? Like 200 years in the past, okay? People last time, that's why we have conference. Why we have conference? Because we have conference, okay? Although conference is not mentioned here, but just like a small cloud here, proceeding, okay? Proceeding. So proceedings is actually the paper, okay, submitted to the conference, okay. It is more relaxed, okay. It is more relaxed. It is more like you share your idea and concept, okay. And some of the proceedings, okay, may only up to the preliminary results or even just idea, okay, just to the idea. Okay, can you give me like 1 or 2 minutes? Okay, I need is it okay? It's not a break
Sure,
yet.
Doctor.
Okay, just okay. Okay, can you still see the slides?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I just moved from another room, okay, because it's a bit noisy there, okay. So in the past, what happened that people meet each other, especially the scientists, especially the academicians, okay. We don't really have the what we call the scopers, okay. At that time, we don't have the maybe at that time they created certain journals, okay. Certain journals like Science or maybe Nature. They start, but there's the what we call the birth of those very high impact journals, okay. So in terms of language, okay, what is the meaning of journals? Journals is just like our diary. Okay, maybe now we don't have diary. Diary is something in the past, okay, like maybe those in the 30s or 40s or maybe 50s, 60s, okay. We wrote our diary last time. But nowadays people, okay, we have Facebook, okay, we have Instagram, we have other means of writing, uh, or we can say it's a status, your WhatsApp status and so on, okay. So uh, in their journals, okay, diary, okay, like for instance, I give you example of Darwin. When he went to the island, okay, he saw different type of birds, the different types of reptiles and so on. He write in the diary, okay. So at that time, that is the journal, okay. That is the journal. So, and people read this journal, okay, the so-called, I can quote this, okay, saying a journal, okay, and they get the knowledge from it, okay. And there's another way of what we call dissipating knowledge. Okay, we call it like conference. Okay, this conference, it gathers all the scholars or the students of knowledge. Okay, they come to the conference of certain topics. Okay, maybe like natural science. Okay, at that time maybe chemistry, physics. They come and they hear. Okay, and sometimes, okay, the good thing, okay, that we, even myself, scared of is the argument inside it. So like for instance, you found something. Okay, you found maybe some sort like finding like maybe your A and N. Okay, maybe you found something like in your algorithm. Okay, for us maybe we are not happy if somebody argue with us. This is not right and so on. But at that time they're happy. They're happy to receive this other view. You know, because they can, inshallah, they can what call, they can repair, they can improve. Okay, they can improve all their, they can improve their findings. Okay, I have this one story. Okay, last time when I did I went to a conference on polymer. Okay, there's two scholars, there's two I cannot say great professors, but they're two big professors. One is Matieski, another one is from France. Okay, so when Professor Matieski, okay, he presented his their papers. Okay, when they present in the conference. Okay, the French guy student come to this guy student's presentation. They start to fight. And vice versa. When this French professor students had a presentation, Professor Matieski students went to these students' presentation and they fight. Okay, and they fought in the presentation. So actually, in academic, it's very healthy actually. Okay, there's two views and they want to share. Okay, they want to. That's why we have review. Okay, in our journals. Okay, we have review because I know usually, okay, we have a bad connotation. We have a bad like a view about a review. We don't like people to review our paper because, you know, personally we feel that okay, we want it to be accepted as it is, no correction. Okay, we don't have to do extra work, but okay, in terms of academics, okay, in terms of science, okay, for the betterment of science, we need to receive, okay, advices. Okay, we need to receive another second point. Okay, another point of view, because we want to improve our work. That's why, okay, in your thesis, okay, when you submitted your thesis, okay, one of the thing that is observed by your examiner, your thesis examiner, is whether you have already published, okay, in a impact factor journal, okay, or not, or even, okay, at least in a conference. Okay, but if you have already published your work in impact factor journal, okay, your work should be okay. Why? Okay, because the one that review your work is an expert in the field. This is the reason why. Because when the examiner sees, okay, maybe he got a different view of the work. Okay, your work should be like this and that. But because of it has undergone a scrutinization from an expert, okay, in a journal, then your work should be fundamentally okay. Should be fundamentally all right. That's why one of the reasons to motivate, okay, our students to publish in a good journal with an impact factor. Why? Because you have undergone a review from an expert in the field. Okay, so this is motivation for you to write in a good journal. So, okay, I've skipped a bit of it. Okay, now I go to the slide. Okay, you have a national journal or international journals. Okay. Actually, there's no issue of national journals or international journals. Okay. But in Malaysia, you have journals which are not yet, okay, listed or indexed in Scopus. Okay. I will go to what is Scopus after this. Okay. But now we just go for the journal. I know if you go back to history, okay, actually this is not an issue. The only issue is that, okay, you have to make sure that all your observation, all your work is correct, and then you publish. Okay, last time, okay. Okay, but now, okay, why? Why? Because last time it doesn't matter. Because you know that you are the only expert, okay, and you know that you are truthful to your work, okay. You know that all the methodology that you have point down, okay, you have done is correct. So actually, there's nothing wrong for you to publish anywhere. And at the same time, at that time, there's no journal. There's not many journal. There's no journal or not many journal after all. Okay. But later on, okay, people start to have this review. Like I told you about the conference, okay. This guy may say that, okay, perhaps your method is not correct. Okay. Perhaps you can, okay. And then we start to review back our work. Yeah, okay. That guy is telling the truth. Maybe there's some improvement that you should do. Okay. So they start to organize, okay, this journal, okay, they're collecting like for in certain fields, okay, maybe physics have their own journals, chemistry have their own journals, and later on is start to develop what we have now. We have like, for instance, we have like a journal like multimedia and applications. We have like in my field also we have like biomaterials, material science, engineering, and so on. There's a lot of journals. Okay, so actually for national journals or international journals is okay, but okay for your graduation, okay, for you to submit the thesis, okay, it is better for you to submit a journal that is listed in Scopus. Okay, we have Malaysian journals, some, okay, most of it, I cannot say all of them, okay, but most of it are index, okay, or maybe subscribe to my site, okay, which is organized by the Ministry of Higher Education. Okay, so what about international journals? We have international journals. Okay, we have international journals. Okay, that might not listed in Scopus. Okay, because I was asked by my friends or certain colleagues in Pakistan. Okay, even Pakistan also have their own like body, like certain journals are subscribed. Okay, subscribe to the body, okay, to the body to ensure that the quality of the journals is okay. I think India also the same. They have, and I've already forgot about the term. It's like UEC or something. I forgot already the terms, but there's a body in India that regulates, okay, these journals. So for those who want to submit there, maybe like in Malaysia, we should find out whether it is recognized by my side. Those in Pakistan, okay, those in India also should see, okay, whether these journals are recognized by the body in those countries. But okay, there's a international, I cannot say body, okay, that sees, okay, that monitor, that recognize, okay, whether these journals are recognized. Okay, some of it, okay, they just accept anything. Unfortunately, they are, okay, in academic, there are scammers too. Not only, okay, not only in the real world, but in academic also they are scammers. Okay, they make company, okay, they founded a company who monitor, okay, a company that have a journal, okay, that runs a journal edition, but they accept anything, okay, and they don't do the review. They don't do the review. They don't see. They don't monitor the quality. They just accept it, as long as you pay. And sometimes you pay is the payment, the what I call the fees is not, it's not cheap. Okay, maybe hundreds of ringgits. Okay, hundreds of ringgit. Okay, like I told many of my students, okay, even my friends said, nobody in the street will give you 50 ringgits for nothing. I mean, you just go outside and then just walk along the street and somebody give you 50 ringgits. Nobody will give you that. Okay, even 50 ringgits is too much. Okay, but these people, they are bad people. Okay, who know our weaknesses as academicians. Okay, they make this bogus journal. Okay, these journals, and then okay, under the name of academic writings, okay, they accepted all these scientific papers from all over the world, and they publish under the journals. Okay, so Scopus will monitor this. I know some of them got away with this. Some of them even listed in Scopus. I know, but most of the time, Scopus will monitor. Okay, whether the journal, okay, has a good review, they do review, okay, is there too much of what I call publications, because they're like what I call the mass production, huh? They're like, okay, one series, okay, one volume has thousands of publications, and unfortunately, most of the time, okay, their target is to the third world countries academicians or students, okay, because we want fast publications. That's the reason why. So we have Scopus, and always the ISI Thomson, okay, and for ISI Thomson, usually when I explain this topic, okay, most of the time those journals subscribed to or listed by ISI Thomson can be found in Scopus, but not always those in Scopus are found in ISI Thomson. Okay, so it depends. Okay, I know for UNIMAP, okay, for UNIMAP, for you to what we call to submit your thesis, okay, it is okay even that you have some points. You have points if you just submit it to Scopus, okay, but try your best to submit to ISI, because I think that is a mark. That is a mark of your work in your research. And then for the impact factor, and usually for ISI, you have impact factor. Okay. Just now I mentioned about, okay, what is your contribution to the society? If you still remember, okay, if you still remember. So how do you measure it? Because we like to measure things, especially we engineers, we are scientists, okay, we like to measure things. Okay. The best is like, okay, I know the impact, like for instance, you can what I call improve. I'm sorry. Okay, are you guys still with me?
Yes,
Yes,
Prof.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
doctor.
Okay.
Yes,
Because everybody is quiet, I'm worried.
Yes, doctor.
You're listening actually. Alhamdulillah. Okay.
We are listening to you very carefully.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so like I just mentioned just now, okay, about like how do you improve the life of people? For instance, like Orville and Wilbur Wright, okay, they made the first flying machine. Yeah, I know there's a argument who really built the. I mean, some people claim that okay, civilization before that have already created such what I call machine and so on. Okay, but we don't go into that. Okay, we just accept that. Okay, these two guys successfully made a flying machine. Okay, airplane. Their impact is that okay, people until now we can travel by flight. So that's the impact factor. But for your writing, how can we measure it? Okay, the one way to measure it is that for your paper, how many people cited or what we call cited, okay, cited or take your publication into consideration when they want to do their work. And that journal, okay, they have certain calculation of it, okay. For instance, if this paper, okay, if this journal is like 1.0, okay, so they will make an average of everything. So each of the paper, how, okay, supposed to be like at least one another paper we cited. So paper with like 1.0, okay, means that average at least another publication we cited. Okay. I hope you can get it. Okay, I hope you understand it. Okay. So this is the way how they measure the impact factor. I know sometimes, okay, it's very hard. Okay, it's very hard. Maybe some people they copy it. Okay, they copy it and then they do something very what we call based on your work. Okay, they derive an FYP title for the students. Okay. But unfortunately they don't what we call, they don't publish it, and we are not sure whether they have already cited your work and so on. Okay, that is unfortunate, but we can say in some way it's also a type of impact factor. But for us now, okay, in this lecture, the impact factor, okay, refers to the average of the journal, okay, of an article of a journal, okay, how many people have cited. So if let's say the impact factor for that journal is like it's like 2, okay, let's say like 2 means that average, okay, a paper in that journal, at least another 2 publication will cite it. Okay, so this is how we measure the impact factor. Then there's a quartile. Okay, there's a quartile. Okay, there's a quartile means the ranking of the paper. Okay, so like for instance, there are certain journals which are the top. Okay, like for instance, Science, Nature. So that they are definitely quartile 1. Okay, so there's the Q2 means that they are on the second level. Okay, they have citations. Okay, usually roughly, like for instance in my field, okay, like 1.5, 2.5, okay, somewhere there is in quarter 2. Okay, more than 3, okay, that will be in quarter 1 usually. Okay, usually in my field it's like that. Okay, so these are about the ranking of the journals. And then about the citation, just I told you just now, it's about how many publication, not people, okay, I'm sorry, how many publication have cited your work. And due to that, people start to measure the age index. Okay, the age index is to measure, okay, the academician reputation. Okay, the academic reputation in the field. Okay, how there are certain measurement. Okay, maybe I will pass the video, okay, on this, okay, in this afternoon. Okay, so the more influential the academic, okay, the researchers, okay, in terms of publication, the higher is the age index will be for the academics. Okay. So this more elaborate. This is the elaboration of the impact factor and also the quartile. Okay. So impact factor is a measure reflecting the average number of citations to recent published articles. So it is based on a certain period of time. Okay. perhaps 1 year. Okay, that's why every year. Okay, I heard something. Yes, Afiq.
Dr. Sorry for interrupting, but sometimes
Okay, no
when
worries.
I Google, okay, sometimes when I Google, and they mention they didn't mention the impact factor, but they did mention about impact score. Is it the same or not?
Impact score.
Impact factor and
Okay.
impact score. When I look at the
Usually,
number, it's still like pointing, like 2 point something, 1 point something. So I'm
okay.
wondering whether it is the same thing or different thing.
Okay, usually impact factor refers to the method, okay, the way the ISI Thompson group measure the impact because there are many other indexes. Okay, so now it's like this. Okay, uh, there's also the index Copernicus. What you mentioned just now about impact score, for me is the safest is still to refer to the impact factor. Okay, it's still to refer to the impact factor because I think this is more established. Okay, it is more established and then it is more recognized. Because some of the okay, it is like I know it is a bit of a different thing, but I think you can use this analogy. Okay, like for instance, in terms of university ranking. Okay, in terms of university ranking, we have THES and also QS. I know some people they might argue. Okay, why we do still we refer to the what I call the British US ranking system? But unfortunately, the British ranking system, which is represented by QS, by THES, they are more comprehensive. I know sometimes they might be biased to the what we call the English speaking universities, but the measurement and so on, they are more rigorous. They are more rigorous. They are more measurable. Okay, compared to other systems. That we have, like for instance, certain what I call sometimes, okay, like for yourself, Afiq, if let's say you have started publish something, I'm not sure you have published already a paper or not, okay. Even in proceeding, sometimes, okay, you can check your what we call the spam box, certain journals, okay, they will send their email to you saying, okay, we are published in our impact is 3.7, but you never heard about. It is not under Scopus, it's not under. So there's something that may be perhaps, okay, you have to be careful of it. Okay, in terms of impact score, there are also certain body, like for instance, Shimago and so on. Okay, I may post a video on it. Okay, this afternoon. Okay, you can see the difference. But for me, okay, my simple answer to your question is that, okay, it's better for us to, okay, consider the impact factor. If apa berbanding, okay, if it's better, it's safer, okay, to refer to impact factor than the impact score and other type of definition. Okay, and then also for UNIMAP, okay, in terms of the publication that you will submit, okay, um, they will see the impact factor. They will see the impact factor. Okay. I hope this can answer at least partially your question, Afiq.
Yes, doctor. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Sir,
That's all right.
I would like to
Yes.
add one. I would like
Please,
to
please,
add
please.
one
Yes.
more thing for brother Afiq.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so it is like even I have come across scenarios like that. So mainly
Yeah.
the impact score, it is found on the journals in, like, to be the official words for those journals can be like predatory, or you can say
Yeah.
fake journals. So they usually they put, instead of impact factor, they usually put impact score. However, like the journals which are, which can be found in the database of Scopus or ISI,
Yeah.
they mainly use the term impact factor. Even when it comes to our resume or CV, we, along with the quartile, we also mention the impact factor as IF. So it is like
Yeah.
compared to impact score, impact factor is widely known and it is widely accepted. So
Yeah.
even if we put in IS as 2.2, but still, it will be a bit lower when we write IF as 2.2. So you can see the gravity of IF, right? The impact factor.
Yeah.
So that is more widely
Definitely.
accepted. So this is from my experience. So yeah,
Because
Thank you so much, brother. Yes, I get it.
because
yeah.
of the we have that's why I mentioned previously in the previous slide, Afiq, okay, that yeah, the reason why we have Scopus, and also we have Isaiah Thompson is because of there's other what we call other people that are trying to take advantage of our weaknesses as an academician. Okay, that's why one thing. Okay, as a researcher, I'm not sure whether okay your supervisor or perhaps like our previous lecturers in this course I mentioned is about sincerity in research. Okay, if you are sincere, okay, if you are sincere in your research, if you try your best, okay, your utmost best, okay, to do your research, okay, we don't have to publish in this like predatory journals, okay, low quality journals. We can go easily, okay, to the not easily. I know it's painful, okay, but we have some courage, okay, we have courage, we have the guts to publish in a good journal. Because why? Because you do the research from your heart, okay, you do research from your heart, you do the research sincerely, okay. So you don't need to go to what this what we call short term or short track. What we call it? We have fast track, okay. Fast track journals, okay, that may have other agenda. Their agenda just to take our money. Okay, so I think yeah, because they take advantage of us. Okay, our greediness to publish. Okay, some because of greediness, some because of what we call some because of like what uh, in Malay keterpaksaan. Because we are forced to. Because like for instance, I don't publish anything, so I need to publish because I want to submit my thesis. So they are taking advantage of our what we call our soft part of us. Okay, that's the reason why we have all this. Okay, but that I told Afiq just now. Okay, it is safe. Okay, it is safe that okay maybe okay to publish in a journal that have impact factor, or at least okay if it is okay, it is okay if you don't okay have the capability okay to publish in impact factor journal, but at least okay you try to publish in the Scopus journal at least. It is because it is being regulated, it is being monitored, and yeah, and and I can assure you, okay, if the if your work is has a quality, okay, it will be cited. Like for instance, in the beginning of my career, okay, in the beginning of my career, I publish in what we call last time they don't really have this impact factor, Scopus, and so on. We don't know about this, okay. I published in a journal called American Journal of Applied Science. I'm not sure whether it's predatory or not, but at that time, yeah, because that is like the first years of becoming an academician, and I have some results that I publish. But Alhamdulillah, I got now, I think until today, I got somewhere around 40 something of citations because the work is not bogus. The work is okay. I'm not saying that's the best, but that the work is founded, and yeah, many even from a good journal also cited that work. So that comes to what I want to mention to you. Okay, about doing a good research. Okay, doing a good research. Okay, doing it from your heart, and inshallah you can publish it. Okay, you can publish it. Okay, don't want to waste more time. Okay, so quartile, like I told you just now. Okay, about the Q1, the top 25% of the impact factor distribution. Then you have Q2, the middle high and middle low, and then the Q4, the lowest position. Okay. usually it's like this. Okay, the strategy for you to publish. If you feel that your work is very high quality, maybe it's in the end of your PhD or masters. Okay, maybe you feel that okay, maybe I can submit it to the Q1 journal. Okay, you can submit it. And sometimes they reject it not because it doesn't have the quality, but sometimes maybe it is out of the scope. Okay, maybe perhaps the depth, okay, the depth of the work, okay, doesn't reach their expectation. Okay, this might be the reason they rejected your work. Okay, then you might try another Q1 journal to publish your work. Okay, maybe perhaps it will be rejected again. Okay, but alhamdulillah, if it is if your work pass, okay, and it is published, it's okay. But sometimes it's rejected. You may try to go for the Q2, okay, and perhaps after that, a few try maybe, you can go for the Q3. Okay, but sometimes, okay, your strategy, for instance, you know you have already read your papers, okay, your references, you know the quality of your work. Okay, perhaps that it is like more like a Q3 work. Okay, maybe you submit it to the Q3 journals. But for me personally, okay, this doesn't matter. Okay, this doesn't matter. Especially for you. Okay, maybe perhaps you can discuss with your supervisor first. Okay, what is his target about your findings? Maybe perhaps that if it is a preliminary work, okay, if it is like your first or second years of work, okay, second years of studying, okay, perhaps you can try first the Q4 and Q3. Maybe perhaps you save the best for the last. Okay, maybe the end of your study you can start to publish in Q1. And I have a student, okay, although I'm just a co-supervisor, okay, he published a lot on in Q1 and Q2 papers, okay. So that is I mean I have to applaud him for his good work, okay. But for me, okay, you can go first to the conference proceedings, and then after that try to go to the Scopus journals, okay, and try to maybe in the end of your study you can choose, okay, maybe Q3 or Q4. But if let's say your work is very good, why not try the Q1? Okay, you can go for Q1. Okay, so anything from you guys on this issue?
No, Doctor, so far okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I know sometimes, okay, publication is something tricky, I know, but don't force yourself, okay, don't force yourself, okay. But the first thing is that, okay, we will go there into other slides, okay, after this, okay. First of all, try to write the conference proceeding first, okay, and then after that maybe you can go to the Scopus journals. But one thing, you need to publish. Why? Because of it is a mark of your research journey. Okay, you want to mark your research journey. You want something. Okay, your work. Okay, not to be remembered. Okay, maybe what we say, you have a mark in the scientific community. So this is one of the things that I hope that you can consider. Okay, then we go to the next slide. Okay, citation that I told you. Okay, act of citing a passage or words quoted from a book or articles from others. But I think the right word is not actually citing a passage or words. Actually, you're citing an idea or work, not word, is work. Okay, so like the previous researchers, what he has done or what she has done, what she or he had done. Okay, so this is some sort like a guide to you. Okay, so that's why you cite them in your work, whether it's going to be a scientific paper or whether it's going to be your journal. So, okay, so this is citation actually. Okay, we will go to plagiarism maybe tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we will go for plagiarism, and then we shall see. Okay, we shall see what are the things that should be, what is considered as a citation and what is going to be plagiarism. Okay, H index. Okay, like I told you. Okay, it's an index that attempts to measure both the productivity and impact of the published work of a scientist or scholar. That's why I told you previously. Okay, for renowned scholars. Okay, in the field, you can see that the H index is high usually. Okay, I know there's some people argue about this. Okay, some people like they might contribute in another way, okay, to the society and so on. I know, but then okay, as an academician, okay, even like people in the past, okay, like scholars in the past, okay, I'm sorry to quote even from like as a Muslim, okay, for other students, okay, like for instance, okay, we have like Imam Bukhari, we have all those scholars, okay. I don't know how many H index they have. If okay, they might be millions or even billions, because we are always like use their work. Okay, so it is similar to us now. Okay, so it is similar to us now. That okay, if the scientist or the professor is good, okay, his work is sound, okay, and then it always improve, okay, the nature, okay, the field that he's working on, then definitely the H index for the professor or for the scholar, okay, for the researcher, okay, will be high, because the work that he had done is like you can repeat it, you can use as a guide. Okay, you can use it as a guide. So people don't know how to measure this at the beginning. So then people start, okay, people create, okay, this is how we are going to measure, okay, the productivity of a scholar. Okay, so this is okay. This is some of the. I know this is an old. This is all impact factor and so on, but this is just give you some idea, okay, on the journals, okay, IEEE. Okay, I'm sorry, okay, there's okay, Maruf, okay, please proceed.
I have a question on in Google Scholar. When I see any scholar's profile, they have
Okay.
H index and I10 index. So what does I10 index means? I'm not pretty clear.
Okay,
So if you possibly
I will explain you, okay, a simple explanation. I10 means that how many of his or her publications more than 10 citations.
okay.
Like if let's say he got the
Is it
I10, yeah.
so? Is there any relation with H index and I10 index?
Okay. It's like this. It's not what we call directly, okay, but usually those with higher this I10, okay, this I10 should have a higher H index, because many people are citing his work. So I10 is like this. Okay, like for instance, I have okay, like for instance, Maruf, you have one publication. Okay, doesn't matter is it conference or journals. Okay, that particular journals or conference paper have 10 citations. Okay, so you got your first I10.
Yes.
Your first I-10. You'll get your first I-10. So you have a lot of publications, okay, and then you start, and then we will measure your H index. Okay, perhaps if you have like 10 I-10, okay, 10 I-10, there's a measurement of it. Okay, maybe I will post it, okay, this afternoon. Okay, so you have a higher H index. Okay, you see, so the I-10 is all about the numbers, okay, of, like, for instance, okay, if you have one journal with 10 citations, you have one I-10. Your I-10 is 1. Okay, and then it will impact also your H index, because the more people cite you, okay, the more that your H index will increase.
All right. Okay. Understand. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so so these are the listing. I think, I'm not sure how many of you are in this work. Okay, how many of you are in this work? But if you are more in in the networking, antennas and transaction, okay, so this is how they the ranking, okay, the impact factor of this genus, okay. But I know this is not recent, okay, because like now it's like we might have for 2021 and 2020. Okay, we can see that, okay, for IEEE translation on antennas and propagation, okay, so it's 2.332, and then the JCR 2013 is increased, okay, but I'm not sure why they say it's new, okay, I'm not sure for this, okay, but okay, but we can see that, okay, let's see, okay, Journal of Electromagnetic Waves and Applications. First of all, because it is new, okay, before this it doesn't have any impact factor, okay, and after they have measured it, okay, the impact factor is 1.395, okay. So this quartile, okay, one thing I have to add up about the quartile, it depends on which field, okay, the journals are put into, which category. For instance, okay, like for instance, they have like sometimes they put it like general engineering. Okay, for general engineering, maybe what we call the ranking, sometimes they can get lower. But if it is specific, for instance, okay, let's say it is in telecommunication, sometimes for general engineering it can be like Q2, but for telecommunication it can be Q1. Why? Because it's more narrow. The field is more narrow. That's why sometimes people will start, okay, to what I call will ask, okay, what is the quartile of this journal? Sometimes you say, okay, the best is still to have both are Q1 or both are Q2. I mean, like, okay, for instance, like in general engineering is Q1, for the particular field is Q1 also. There won't be any conflict. But sometimes you play around, you say, I publish in Q1, but actually in like general engineering and so on, it is like maybe just perhaps Q2, okay, and perhaps lower. Because when sometimes, okay, when you go to specific areas, okay, this journal will have what we call higher ranking, okay, and people look up into this journal. That's an issue of it. Okay, so just now, okay, we go to all the definitions, okay, all the definitions. So this page 7, okay, because my target is like today 8 and 10, I will stop at 8 or 10, okay. Okay, do you have any issues on the journal ranking and so on? Maro, Shihab, Afiq, okay, the rest of the class?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sir, okay, sir. Okay, terima kasih. So why write paper? Okay. These are the things that you have to um, you have to you have to what we call think. Okay, I have a strict supervisor actually. This I want to tell my background. Okay, I know sometimes he's a very rigid person in terms of publication. He has one wording on. He has a phrase in front of his office. Okay, don't publish before you think. And maybe perhaps of that, okay, he got a little publication, okay, compared to many of his colleagues, because he's very careful. Okay, that's the thing that that's I learned from him. Okay, that's the thing. But at the same time, I know there's a pressure. Okay, like there's a pressure of us in academics that require us to publish. Okay, both of the worlds is not wrong. Okay, I want to tell you because I know that's why we are in research methodology. Okay, I want to expose you. Okay, not only to one type of thinking, but there's a lot of school of thoughts. Huh? Okay, like my supervisor, he's very strict. Okay, he even told me. Okay, I asked him. Okay, should we write a review paper? And he replied to me. Okay, you are not an expert. Don't write a review paper. I just laugh in my heart. Okay, but for me, okay, um, I feel that actually, we should be in the middle. Okay, first of all, we need to be honest in our writings. Okay, in our papers. Okay, we don't do the plagiarism. Okay, not to take the fast track or short path. Okay, but at the same time, okay, we try to publish. Okay, we try to publish. Okay, we try to share our idea. Because like I told you in the beginning, okay, in science, okay, we need to share our idea. Okay, we need to share our finding because it's some sort your happiness. Okay, I know some of us have different view. Okay, sometimes like I know. Okay, I try. Maybe some of you doesn't maybe agree with me with this. Okay, some people um, they show their what we call birthday occasions. Okay, they show when they in holidays they show which hotel they stay. Okay, what food they got in their status and so on. So that is their kind of happiness. Okay, I hope you get what I mean. So as an academician, as a researcher, okay, papers is like our happiness. So this is our status, So we want to share our happiness. Okay. Oh, I've made some discovery. Okay. I found this and I found that. So I hope if let's say you have that kind of feeling, okay. So it's okay. I know. So coming back to my supervisor, maybe maybe certain people they don't like to show okay, I eat this or I eat that something. Some people they say why we have to show everything to people. Okay, maybe he's a type of that kind of guy. Okay, but for me, okay, in science like as a academician, as a researcher, okay, we want to share what our finding. Maybe perhaps whatever we found may be beneficial to other people. Okay, so coming back, why we write paper. Okay, scientific process. Okay, publish new scientific results like I told you. Okay, allow other researchers to confirm your result. Okay, this is where the review come into, because we need somebody. Okay, we need somebody to confirm our results. Okay, after you have done, because that's why I know I always told my students how to FYP students how to get A. Okay. We want people, okay, when you don't what I have said before previously, okay, it's about I think Afiq mentioned this before about can we critique, okay, can we disagree with the previous researchers result? My answer is yes. Okay, but with what? Okay, with our own proper work, okay, with our own proper work, with our proper fundamental, with proper theory behind us. That's how we show that we can critique, we can respond to the previous research or even our contemporary, okay, our friends' results, okay. So so this, okay, we need somebody also to confirm what we are doing correct. And like I mentioned just now about my FAP students, okay, I told them not to worry if you get a different answer. Okay, it's okay. Like for instance, you are supposed to get this, but you get other results. Okay, it's not supposed to be, but don't always mention that. Okay, you what I call you did errors, okay, during your coding, okay, or maybe in my words, okay, you have you do some mistake during when you're mixing your chemicals, okay. That's not that's not a good answer. But a good answer is that, okay, you can refer to other works and say, okay, actually this can happen because of that, of this and that, okay, because of, for instance, like if let's say you are doing research, like for instance, there are certain researches that been done in the temperate climate, okay. Do you know that, okay, sometimes, okay, the temperature, the pressure, okay, may affect your results, if especially like in the chemistry based work, okay. Sometimes that's the reason why you cannot repeat the work, okay, in Malaysia, or maybe perhaps back in your country. Sometimes you just simply cannot repeat it because it has a different environment. Unfortunately, it happens like that. Okay, so if you want to answer it, you have to answer why you don't get the result, through literatures and by reasons, okay, by scientific processes, okay. And then that's why the third point comes to the why we want to have our citations, okay, because we don't want our paper, okay, our works, okay, just to sit in our laptop or perhaps in Scopus, or perhaps in the journals, okay, perhaps in the proceedings, okay. We want people to use our work. This is our amal, okay, this is our amal jariah. We want people to use our work, okay. We as a, yes, we maybe we don't teach religion, okay, maybe we don't teach but we want people to use our work, okay. We want people to do good with our work, okay. We want people to do good with our work. So yeah, we want other researchers to use our results, okay. And then we want to clarify some concepts for other engineers, okay, other engineers and general public. Maybe there's a few things that people cannot understand why it becomes like this, why it become like that, okay. So we have made a scientific way to analyze it and present it to other people, and then we can and then the people may understand from it, okay. So these other reason, okay, I told you just now, okay. We want to advertise, okay, to show that I told you about our status, new technology capability. And then this another one. I know this is personal. Like for instance, you want to apply for job, okay, maybe for promotion, okay, for recognition, okay. So I hope that, okay, because if let's say you are if you are master students, okay, and then you are international, okay, you are international, maybe perhaps you want to sorry again. Perhaps you want to apply a job as a, maybe as a, what we call as a postdoc, or perhaps get a scholarship to further your study, maybe like in Australia, in New Zealand, or maybe in the UK or US, okay. So you need to publish good papers, You need to publish good papers so that it will make easier for you to enter. Okay, this is good for your entry to those universities. So this is one of the reason. Okay, one of the reason that if you want to because I still remember my supervisor. Okay, when she want to actually she's the second supervisor. Okay, she asked one of her student, okay, about what you are going to do if let's say you don't have your job yet. Okay, she will ask the students to publish in a good journal. And one of my friends, okay, I think she managed to get a postdoc for a while, okay, in Harvard, okay, because of this strategy. Okay, because when they see that, okay, you have published in Q1, okay, in Q1 journals and so on, okay, it opens up more avenue for you to apply job, or perhaps to continue study in a good university, especially in the US, UK, and so on. Okay, and one thing is about definitely for university, they want to be regarded as a good university. Like UNIMED, we want to position ourselves as a good university. So when people browse, search in the good reputation journals, okay, good reputation journals, they find, oh, it's a UNIMED, or it's a UNIMED paper. So it gives the motivation, okay, to more academicians. Okay, we give what I call more self-esteem to the academician in UNIMED. Okay, now we have another 80 minutes. I think perhaps we can stop at 11:50 since we just have a short break just now, just 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay?
Sure, sir, sure.
Okay. So I think I compensate the last 10 minutes for the break that we should have. Okay. So, okay. What does it mean by observations related to paper returns? Okay. This is some sort like maybe these are not rejected, but they cause delay for the author. Okay. So it's like this. Okay. Sometimes you submitted your papers to certain journals. Okay. I know that we are humans. Okay. We do mistakes. But one thing that is what we call the first thing that people can detect our weaknesses is that do we abide the format? Okay, I hope you get what I mean. Okay, for instance, a journal, they want you to submit like in Times New Roman 12, but you give Calibri 10. Okay, so this is like the first impression for the editors, and for the reviewers. They will see, okay, this guy he's funny. You give the impression, oh, this guy is funny. If he can do this silly mistake, he will do more silly mistakes. You know what I mean? So the first thing that you have to be proper, okay, to be what we call careful is about the format, and so the grammar, because some okay, why we have as a non-native English speaker, we have problem in terms of the grammar. Okay, so it is good, okay, if let's say if your supervisor has a grant, okay, if your supervisor has a grant, perhaps they can ask a proofread, because some publication, okay, some papers, they are rejected not because they are not good, okay, but due to just because of the format, just because of the language, you have the gist of it. You have the idea. You have your work is okay, but unfortunately, the language, okay, is it's not up to the standards. So sometimes, okay, if we are fortunate, they are not rejected because maybe the editor, okay, maybe the reviewer feels that okay, this is worth of publication. But unfortunately, you have uh, you are not careful in terms of format. You are not careful in terms of what we call maybe your grammar perhaps not up to the expectation. So it's better for you, first of all, okay, what you can do for now is that please please observe, okay, what type of format they need. And another thing is that, okay, perhaps before publication, okay, let's say you have a issue in terms of have a professional proofreaders, maybe perhaps you can ask your friend which had, or your perhaps you can ask your supervisor, okay, to comment about the grammar, about the language. That will be good. Okay, another reason, okay, why this is the main reason. Okay, the first one, perhaps, okay, if the editor is nice, okay, if the reviewer is not harsh, perhaps you can still have the chance to publish. But these two, this is, unfortunately, I say there's no. Okay, usually they won't compromise. First of all, that's why when you go to the journal, you have to read the scope of the journal. The scope of the journal. I think this is one of the reasons why, okay, most of our papers got rejected, because it is not it is not within the scope. Usually with this, okay, the rejection will come from the editor himself or herself. Okay, the editor will have a read, one brief look, okay, and they will decide, okay, this is not in the scope. This is not in the scope. Usually that is the editorial rejection. Okay, it's within the editorial rejection. Okay, so if let's say, okay, after that, if your writing is under the scope of the journal, they will send it to the reviewer. Okay, so the second part, okay, usually if it is rejected, it is because it doesn't have a sufficient technical content. Okay, this is the reason why a paper is rejected. Okay, it cannot be accepted for publication. Usually because of these two. Sometimes it can be because of the first one. The first one, it's a minor thing, but it's not a minor thing. I cannot say it's a minor thing, but it will cause you trouble. So that's why I think the first one is more like it comes from you. Okay, you need to be serious. Okay, we have to be serious in our writing. Okay, we have to consider the law, the law of the land. I call it law of the land. Okay, so you need to follow the format. Okay, to follow the language. Okay, hope that, okay, perhaps, okay, this can be accepted at the first glimpse. We will give first good impression. Okay, but most of the time, okay, you can, okay, I think you have already downloaded this the slides. Okay, maybe if you print it, okay, or maybe you can write it in at your laptop. Okay, you can say, okay, jot down, not within the scope. Usually it is rejected at the editorial level. Okay, the second one is at the reviewer level, where the reviewer feels that, okay, there's not enough technical content. Maybe let's see. Okay, maybe perhaps, okay, the methodology is not correct. Okay, perhaps the analysis is not that. Maybe the analysis, okay, is not that strong. Okay, but usually sometimes, okay, if they have comment about the analysis, and if it is not fundamentally wrong, okay, they will ask you to add up. They will ask you to add up the content. Okay. So perhaps if you have any question on this.
Not really.
Okay. I hope this is clear. Okay. I know it's already 11:51. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, please proceed.
sir, are you changing the slides, or it is the same slides that you have been talking about from last 10 to 15 minutes, sir? Because I thought maybe I got some internet connection issue, so the slides are not changing.
Okay. My slide now is the 8th slide.
Eight slides. Okay, so when you were talking about the scope, the journal scope, it gets, and then the format, it is this slide, right, sir?
Yes. Same.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Because the 9th slide is about components of a paper.
Oh, okay, sure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I think we stop here. Okay, but before I stop, okay, I'm sorry because I promised at 11:10, 11:50. Oh, okay. Some of you complain about the attendance. Okay. Okay. No Arina. Okay. Siapa lagi tak dapat? Any of you doesn't have? Okay. Cannot fill in the attendance form. Okay.
Yes, sir, I cannot as well.
Okay, please. Okay, please write something at the chat box. Okay, you have responded, so it's okay. No, Alina, please, can you say a thing? Hi, Assalamualaikum, something to us, and then perhaps you have already write something. So, anybody else? Okay. Before I stop, this one sharing from Shihab, Okay. He mentioned, I hope everybody can read the chat. Okay, maybe after this you can refer to our recording. Okay, I10 is how many of your papers have got 10 citations. Okay, H index, how many of your papers X have been cited, how many times Y. If 5 of your papers have been cited 5 times of your H index 5. Okay, if 9 of your papers have been cited 9 times, then H index is 9. Your papers and the time it has been cited has to be the same when it comes to H index. Okay, so this is true, Syahab. Okay, thank you very much to give this definition. It is the highest, okay? It is the highest of the citation, okay? You have been cited. Yeah, okay. So if let's say you have like I think somebody. Oh, salam. Oh, no, Alia also, no, Alia still cannot open. Tak apa. Okay, I hope you can say something, Miss Mishtafiyatillah. Okay, Nur Alia Shahida. Please say something in the recording. So this will be your attendance. Tak dengar. Okay. No, okay.
Assalamualaikum, Doktor.
Yeah, okay. Cukup. Okay, that's all. That's enough. So, okay. How about?
That's enough. Okay, thank you.
At least you have interact with, at least this is a proof, okay? And you will what I call keep your recording. If somebody say, no, Alina, you are not in the class. I participated in the class, so that's enough. Yeah, sama-sama. No, Alia, okay. Amar, you also cannot. Okay.
Thank you, Doktor.
Please say something.
Yes, Doctor. Assalamualaikum.
Okay. Waalaikumsalam. Okay. Okay, so this is a good okay. This is the correct definition, okay, by Shihab. I hope, okay, because if you have become the academician, okay, this is how much, okay, this is how much H index that, okay, that is counted. Okay, like for instance, you have okay, like perhaps you have the highest is like 10. Okay, 10 citations, okay? But most of the time, okay, your other your other what we call publication has only 4, okay? So the average is like, okay, so you have another like 3, okay, like the other 3 is 4. So perhaps your H index is only 4. Okay, so this is how they measure the H index. Okay, thank you very much. Now it's 11:56. Okay, so inshallah I will post more videos to you this afternoon. Okay, perhaps before. Okay, Vijayendran.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm listening. So the next class when, sir?
Pardon? Tomorrow
Yes,
at same time.
Same time.
Tomorrow at the same time. I will finish this slide, and also I will discuss on the plagiarism.
Okay, thank you.
The rest of the content on my section, okay, we will cover by videos, by YouTube videos. I will post it this afternoon.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
thank you
Thank
very
you so
much
much,
for
sir.
your yeah. Thank you,
Assalamualaikum.
Syah, Afiq,
Thank you, Doctor.
Ma'ruf, and all the rest. Syahir, semua. Okay,
Thank you, Doctor.
Kita
okay, see you tomorrow.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Sama-sama semua.